On behalf of the International Ranger Federation, I'd like to wish everyone a happy World Ranger Day. 2023 is an important year as we see it's the first year of the implementation of the newly set global biodiversity frameworks. There's a whole lot of targets that were set, but specifically there's target 3, which focuses on the 30 by 30 targets. Very importantly, in that target, it says that we require 30% of effectively conserved areas. And that is very, very important, as effectively conserved areas can only happen with the support of rangers. That is why that we have chosen this theme for this year's World Ranger Day. That we bring the attention to the world that if we want to achieve any of these targets and achieve for the first time biodiversity targets globally, we need to invest in the ranger workforce. We need a professional ranger workforce where we address all the issues that challenge rangers around the world. We also need to be cognizant of the fact that there's a shortage of rangers. Currently 286,000 rangers around the world. If we are to get 30% effectively conserved by 2030, we are going to require at least 1.5 million rangers around the world. So there's a lot of work to be done, and that's what the IRF has been doing, is working towards growing the initiatives around investment into the ranger workforce and identifying and telling the stories as to why it's so important to value the work that rangers do around the world, and not just for biodiversity or for climate change reasons, but it's very important for people. It's for social security because of the ecological services that are provided. It's important for economies as well. It also help us address a number of the SDGs that were set many, many years ago as well. Unfortunately, this year we report on 148 rangers that passed away in the line of duty. Again, we see an unacceptable amount of homicides in the ranger workforce. There were 32% of the ranger deaths this year attributed to homicides. Also, interestingly and unfortunately, there was a total of 24% of ranger deaths attributed to vehicle accidents, and that is something that we can surely address and improve on going forward. Asia, unfortunately, sees the most number of rangers dying per year again, closely followed by Africa with 65 rangers. These ranger deaths, and particularly homicides, are critical to understand that we need government interventions to address a lot of the threats that are resulting in the homicides of rangers. I also just want to pay tribute finally to Gordon Miller. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be celebrating this day. In 1991, him and others met and set out the plan for the development and establishment of the International Ranger Federation, which was established on the 31st of July in 1992. We thank Gordon for his vision and his absolute commitment to the global ranger sector. Gordon was at every World Ranger Congress, and he loved rangers. And it's up to us now to carry the baton going forward, to drive his mission further and really professionalize the ranger workforce and be inclusive within that. So finally, on behalf of the International Ranger Federation, I'd like to thank all rangers for their exceptional work in the past year. We hope you stay safe, and we look forward to seeing and hearing all about the celebrations that you have on World Ranger Day. Thank you.